Part 2, La Soul 2V, the book of the Tiva La Star for the Star now. We back at T. We're going to finish up with our Don't Look Up Decoded. And when I left off on my first part, I was just giving a brief description of the main characters in the movie. And then I was giving the perspective of Madea and the Karen that are portraying to be the shade room type people of the movie. Let's see what it is, man. The Oat Milk Gang. As the movie progressed into the middle part of the movie, Leonardo had, well, no, actually, I'm jumping too far. After they had their mishap on the Shade Room daily talk show, things weren't looking good for them anymore as far as getting the information out to the public so people can know that there is a comet that is going to hit Earth, or that there is a meteor that's going to destroy the planet. But in the meantime, in between time of them wanting to do these certain different things, the government had been doing their side, should say, operations or side analysis or a side assessment, because that's what the president said. I think we should just sit back and assess. So I guess it was maybe like a month or something later, and as time was going on, Leonardo, he had started becoming what they would call us today, which is a conspiracy theorist, and he had started making social media videos and different stuff like that, and exposing certain things or telling certain information about the comet and different things that the government didn't want to tell the public about what was really going on. So, and what we know from the first part, when they said they wanted to go to the White House to talk to the president to give the president this information that they had about the statistics of this meteor and the percentage of this meteor hitting Earth and destroying the planet. So in return, they already knew they had a non-disclosure. So basically, they wasn't supposed to go outside of the White House speaking about anything that they had spoke about inside of the White House. But since in return they did not follow those guidelines, what did they do? Like I said, he started a little social media thing, and this was just for like a small percentage of the movie. So it wasn't like something that was multiple scenes or things that transpired into something else. It just shows you that social media is going to be the number one spread of information as far as misinformation or actual tangible information. And you have to have that discernment or that third eye to be able to clearly see through the illusion and the truth. So with that being said, as he was carrying along his social media thing, so basically these three people, they had started to live their lives again. That's all I'm really saying. They just went back to their daily lives and they just started to just indulge in more of the conspiracy theory type things on the side. So as, like I said, it's been about a month or so, I'm thinking, assuming in the movie. So then the government comes again and arrests them. But in reality, they wasn't really getting arrested. They was just rounding them up and bringing them back to the White House. For what? what did they round him up to bring him back to the White House for? They rounded him up to bring him back to the White House so the Madam President could express her apologies and express her gratitude that the information that they had brought to them in the months prior was actual valid information and all this other stuff, and they want to basically give them kudos and try to bring them on board to help figure out a solution to the problem, which is the meteor hitting Earth. This was when they were sitting in the I said the prison. Might as well be. This is when they were sitting in the White House. This is as time progressed. This is where they started working more and more with the president, and they say, "Dang, hold on, what made the president have a change of heart all of a sudden? Is it just because they had the information that, or is it because they had the information first? No, in the reality of it, in the movie perspective, they had it, like I said in my part one, that it was around election time. So in return, when they first came to meet the Madam President, she wasn't concerned about that because she was more concerned about looking good or doing certain things for her election time. But as the election started to close in, certain different sex scandals or different stuff like that came out against the president. So in return, what does she have to do? Now she has to, god dang, go backwards to make herself look better in the future. So now she, in return, goes back to Leonardo DiCaprio and the Jennifer girl to, like I said, to bring them on board to find a solution for the meteor. They said, hold on, what is this? What is this? Is the perspective of this system that even if it needs you, it will still choose to throw you to the side until they have no other means or nobody else that they can use, and they have to use you. So in reality, everybody is expendable. Everybody is replaceable. And that's the sad truth that a lot of people don't realize until it's too late. Once you done gave 20, 30 years to a certain career, you about willing to do anything because you already gave your whole life to this. So why wouldn't I go out and start doing things that I don't feel that is morally right or just? But I already gave majority of my life over to the thing. So most people are going to keep doing the same things that they've been giving their life to. Don't look up. What are we not looking up on? You see, as you see, I'm looking down at my phone, controlling the screen right here. But if they made a movie saying don't look up, so in return, it's going to make people think that something is coming from the sky by they putting this movie into perspective and saying don't look up, when in reality they know majority of the people that even watch this movie don't look up that often. He said, hold on, what you mean I don't look up? I look all the time. Just as you just look up from the phone, that doesn't mean you looking up. A lot of people don't look up into the stars no more because a lot of people live in the inner city, so we barely see stars. A lot of people just don't look up into the sky anymore. A lot of people not paying attention to the trees around them. A lot of people not paying attention to the animals around them. A lot of people not paying attention to the wind that's around them. Everything is a part of this life that we live in. And if we don't look up, by the time we do look up and that meteor coming, because in the movie, they had started their own little campaign, the three people. Let's see if we can get a. This is when they this is the picture when they brought them to bring them on and basically kiss their ass and say, okay, y'all was right, we was wrong, but we really need y'all because the election coming near and I got this scandal. This is that meeting that they were sitting in there right on with. But like I said, as time went on, and if people not looking up, when something does happen, by the time we do get to look up, it'll be too late. So this is the same thing that they had in this movie. That, like I said, so the three people, Leonardo, the other white girl, and the other black dude, him, all three of them right there. Okay, let me click on that. Where's that? There we go. All three of them, by the middle part, kind of closer to the end of the movie, they started their own campaign, Just Look Up, because they could see a figure or a shape that was breaching or coming into the atmosphere. At first it looked like a little small dot, then it looked like a star, then it started to look like more like a little moon shadow type thing. And then as the movie got close to the end, people are able to see that the meteor was indeed on its way to hit Earth and destroy the planet. Do I want to? They had a mission to destroy the comet. And then the leader of AI, which they calling it Bash in this movie, but the founder or leader or controller of AI came to a self-conclusion that the meteor that was going to hit Earth was going to have trillions and trillions of dollars worth of resources and minerals that the world could use. So in return, they had already been in a process with the three people, as I said, to find a solution. So the solution was that they was gonna send a rocket with some nukes or bombs attached to it, and then they was basically gonna run the rocket into the comet outer space, so it could at least either destroy the comet or break it apart where it was smaller pieces. So as far as the impact wouldn't be as catastrophic. But with the leader of AI, in the middle of the launch, he called the Madam President off to the side to tell her this information about the trillions of dollars of resources that would be in or on the comet after it hit Earth. So in return, guess what they did? They canceled the original launch mission to basically stop the meteor. So now they are in the process of letting the meteor come into the atmosphere so they could be able to collect the resources. This is what they do. It doesn't matter if something is going to be more harmful to more people, if a smaller amount of people can benefit largely from it. And this is what this world has been built off of. It's been built off of 100% of casualties, or is that the word, or sacrifices of people and innocent people, and then it's been the 1% of people that didn't monetized or benefited from the other 100% of the people that they sacrifice. So if I can give you certain things to eat and indulge in, that's in return going to make you have to go to the hospital more or make you have to get certain illnesses, then I win. So if it's only a small amount of people that are in control of the pharmaceutical business, then, and it's more people that are susceptible to have to, let's say, not work for, but indulge in that activity as far as pharmaceutical, which is over-the-counter medicine, any other type of prescribed medication, any doctor visits, any hospital visits. All of that is in the same loophole as this movie right here. This is why they have everybody. That's why they're giving everybody phones. This is why they're giving everybody social media. This is why they keep creating different topics on social media, because they don't want people to actually look up to pay attention to what they really doing. It's been real. TV La Star for Star Now. And last thing I do want to say is that I said that they was planning on letting the meteor hit with the owner or the controller of AI. So what they were planning on doing is sending mini bomb drones out to space to attach themselves to the meteor to simultaneously start to have a chain reaction of explosions that would in return break off smaller pieces of the meteor. So when they did breach the atmosphere, it wouldn't do as much damage. Did that work? No, it did not. So by the time the leader of or the controller of AI, aka Bash, realized that the mission that he had sent them drones to space to do was going to fail, what did he do? What did they already have in place? They already had an escape plan in place. What was that escape plan? What was that escape plan that they had? I'm not even going to answer it. TV La Star for Star Now, and we gone. Appreciate it.